Aishwarya started.
My greetings to everyone. Myself, Aishwarya Shakti. Final
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
echo. My greetings, everyone. My name is Aishwarya Shakti in my final year of BBA LLB at Shastra School of Law, and I'm feeling glad to welcome each of you to the inauguration ceremony of Probono Club at Shastra School of Law. Before moving on to the session, here is Ms. Jayashree to begin the event with a welcome prayer.
मैत्रीं भजत अखिलर्जयत्री मैत्री भजत अखिलर्जयत्री आत्मवधेव परानपि पश्यत आत्मवधेव परानपि पश्यत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत त्यजत परेष्वक्रममाक्रमणं मैत्री भजत किल विजयति जननी पृथिवी कामदुगास्य जननी पृथिवी कामदुगास्य जनको देव सकल दयालु जनको देव सकल दयालु दाम्यता दत्ता दयत्नं त्यजता दाम्यता दयत्वं त्यजता श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां.
Thanks for the illuminating prayer, Jayashree. Moving on, there's a lot to talk about the accomplishments of the free legal aid services that we at Shastra School of Law organized. And here is Ms. Jayashree DS to give a brief speech about the same.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jayashree from BA LLB third year at Shastra University. Now I'm going to speak about activities on Shastra's Legal Aid Clinic. Legal aid is fundamental to giving everybody in the country access to justice. It is a quote by Jeremy Corbyn. The Indian judiciary and Bar Council of India made phenomenal efforts to spread the idea of legal aid as well as to bring legal awareness among villages in India. The Shastra Legal Aid Clinic was inaugurated by Honorable Justice Shri S. Nagamuthu, High Court Judge of Madras, as he was then, on 28 January 2012. Shastra Legal Aid Clinic has the highest record in India for conducting 82 legal aid camps in remote villages in 16 districts in the state of Tamil Nadu. The Shastra Legal Aid Clinic has been awarded twice the Knowledge Stees Legal Aid Award in the year 2018 and 2019. Two villages, namely Tondayaranpatti and Ellarangudi, got bus facilities because of the representation made in the Shastra Legal Aid camp. From the 75th camp, Shastra Legal Aid started their e-desk service and resolved disputes on the spot. On 76th camp, Shastra Legal Aid Clinic supported with C.S. Vaidyanathan and Chair on Law and Development. I'm very glad to say that one another feather on Shastra Legal Aid Clinic camp is to initiate Probono Club under Nyaya Bandhu scheme, Department of Justice. We assured that definitely our services will give remarkable achievements. All these activities will throw light on the dark villages and give life to the maxim ignorantia juris non execuset. So finally, thank you all for giving me this opportunity and thank you all for gathering here.
Thank you, Jayashree. And now it's time for the inauguration, and I'm honored to invite Sri Madhusudanan, the Honorable Principal District Judge and the Chairman of District Legal Services Authority of Tanjore, to inaugurate the Probono Club of Shastra School of Law. We seek your permission to proceed, sir.
Yes,
Thank you,
stop.
sir.
Respected Sneha, Program Manager, Access to Justice, Department of Justice, Government of India, and Secretary P. Sudha, District Legal Service Authority, Tanjore, is going to give a guest honor, and the management of the Sastra University, and all stakeholders and the pro activists who are joined with us through this wonderful virtual program. Prior to commence my speech, I just want to quote the words uttered by our Honorable Chief Justice of India. In response to your queries put forth to our Honorable Lordship after his swearing ceremony as to how he will ensure trust of people in judiciary, our Honorable Chief Justice of India, Judge Chandrachud, has said that I will ensure trust of citizens not only through words but through my work. And again he said that serving common people is my priority. Please look forward. I will work for all the citizens of the country. And he says that his first priority will be to serve the common man and bring in reforms in the Supreme Court. This is a program for creating awareness among the people who are living in remote area. I came to know through this program object that this program is only to create awareness regarding pro bono legal service to the common people. I hope that this university, conjoining with District Legal Service, Tanjore, would undertake field works as well as for awareness program. This is to ensure that public is well versed with the law. Prior to inaugurate this program, I just want to share my experience, how I brought into legal service. I just want to explain it for better comprehension of the object of this program. I just want to share it. When I was a school going children, in my street, one incident was happened. In one corner place, there are so many accidents are used to happen regularly. At least once in 2 days or once in week, it will happen regularly. All the people who are living in my street used to say that this corner place was engulfed by the coast. That was the reason used to happen so many accidents in that particular place. I had also such an experience because during my school days I was used to cycling in those areas. But one day I happened to read one newspaper in Tamil Dinathanthi, wherein I found one article that the complaints to the collector, complaints to the tahsildar, complaints to the village officer. And immediately I started to read that portion of article, wherein I found that if there is any complaint, you just forward to one postcard, we will take necessary action immediately. I realized that there is a mechanism for redress our grievances. Then I went to that corner place. I found around that place there are certain problems for drainage, and there are certain problems due to street lights. Then I decided that I sent a letter to the postcard letter to the collector, then collector of my district, and immediately 10 days later, some people came there and asked what are the grievances you are having. You have sent a certain letter. What grievance you want to placed before us. He asked us in such a way. I immediately told him that the people residing here are thinking that and hoping that there is a ghost income in that area. That is why the action is repeatedly happen in that particular corner of the street. But I told them that if you repair the street light as well as the drainage, these all problem will be resolved immediately. Immediately that officials took a steps to replace the repaired street light as well as the drainage. Then 1 week later, I got totally different scenario in that area, because that the accident was happened due to poor light as well as the drainage located in central place of the street. That was the reason all the motorists and cyclists sold in the extreme website and jumped by way of their motor as well as their cycle to center place. This is what the reason for happening all the accident in those days. And after I rectified all those things by way of getting help from the officials concerned, that the issue was resolved within a week. Why I am insisting now, now I am mentioning that incident was that the common people don't know what is the mechanism is there to redress their grievances, but they will simply think that this kind of problem can be resolved only by some power, but that power is there in the hands of the people who are holding high profile in the government department as well as the judiciary. That in order to instill in their mind that power is not there out of our control, power is inside our control, but we must know the process and mechanism where is that, for which we should give our helping hand by way of legal awareness program. That was the issue which brought me to my mind I take my own course by way of legal studies. These are all the issues. This kind of so many issues are happening. Apart from that, even in my college days also, I stayed in one separate room. I rented a house wherein there was a water lacking. The people find very difficult to get water from the tap, which was located far away from that street. They found very difficult, but they don't know what is the remedy, what is the mechanism to redress all those things. But I decided that we can have a mechanism. I approached that people and I told them that we have a mechanism. We can approach the ward councillor as well as the panchayati president and by way of writing letter and submit the same to get relief, all those things. I told him that. Immediately I take all the people came forward and started to put a signature in paper. After that I wrote all those things in that white paper and submit the same to the ward councillor. Within 2 or 3 days, they sent some people workmen and they started to work and repaired all those things and brought the water tap which was located far away from the street to the middle places of the people around which the residents are there. These 2 incidents, very important, through which I just want to convey through this program is that the people are there, the grievances are also there, but they don't know how to redress these kind of grievances, for which we should utilize this kind of mechanism through such kind of schemes to get redress the grievances of people. Apart that, the people don't know where we have to approach, where we have to tell all our grievances. But this mechanism through Nyaya Bandhu resolve all these things, because we are going to adopt certain villages and we are going directly to the people. We are going to undertake field work as well as the legal awareness program to the people where they are residing. then we are going to receive that people who are that the students who are going to engage in this scheme are going to receive the grievances letter from the public, and they are going to simply forward to the DLSA. Conjoining with the DLSA, we are going to redress all these things. This is the object of the scheme. Then after implementing this scheme, not only we cannot leave that issue in that end alone, we should make some more extent. We should conduct the awareness program by way of issuing pamphlet, by way of making stage show, by way of making delivering address. We have to adopt all this type of mechanism to implement the object of this program. This is what I felt that to convey through this program. I hope that the people who are joining with this through the virtual program, as well as the students who are of the virtual program, are all very interested in implementing this program. And I hope that we will the college management and the people who are joining with the Nyaya Bandhu scheme, the students as well as stakeholders, will visit the village which is going to be adopted by through this Nyaya Bandhu scheme, and make awareness to the people that laws keep changing with the time and circumstances. Even the Right to Free and Compulsory Education Act and Senior Citizens Act, there are so many things are there, but we are simply saying that for what is the meaning of Right to Free and Compulsory Education Act? Till 14 years of age, all the children must have joined school, must go to school. We must ensure that up to the age of 14 years, they all the children in our country are studied, and they completed their primary education. This is what our understanding about the said Right to Free and Compulsory Education Act. Not only that, there are certain duties and liabilities also fixed through this act, for whom the ward councillor as well as president. Each ward councillor as well as president must have a data of their own ward about the people who are under the age of 14 years. They must have such kind of data. Through their data, they must report before the officials concerned and higher officials concerned that these are all the children in our street or in our area are below the age of 14 years. We must ensure through Right to Free and Education Act, Right to Free and Compulsory Education Act to their education, and etc. etc. But still, whether they are doing in such a way or not, it is a big question, because that the councillor president, whether I don't know that whether they are having such a kind of ideas or they are having such a kind of knowledge with regard to this kind of act or not, I don't know. But we are having a responsibility. That means the management of the Nyaya Bandhu Probono legal awareness scheme is having a much more responsibility. You must conjoin with the District Legal Service Authority Tanjore to ensure these people also have got that subject knowledge with regard to Free and Compulsory Education Act. Similarly, even Senior Citizen Act also says that in their area, how many senior citizens are there? They must have data about all these things. We must inculcate, we must make awareness to such kind of people also, not only general public, that the people who are proclaiming themselves as a head of that village, head of that street, also must be included when we are going to conduct these kind of programs. And I hope that our university, Sastra University, would do it perfectly, all these things, because I recently I happened to see one newspaper report wherein the Sastra University, by welcoming the scheme of our central government, has assured that he is going to be implemented such a scheme. I just want to say that the scheme, The scheme is very important one. The central government has given a reservation for the victims of terror, the terror, I mean, the people who are affected by the violence of terrorism. That is called terror victims. The university, Sastra University, has come forward to give a helping hand to the terror victims of our country by way of giving free BDS and MBBS by way of reservation. This is one of the remarkable achievement. I feel that this is one of the remarkable achievement because these kind of people are generally are left in lurch, and they are finding very difficult. This kind of helping hand from this kind of university is need of the hour. In this occasion, I must appreciate and I must register my grateful to such a kind of initiation on the part of the Sastra University.
Children's.
Okay. Then I just want to prior to wind up my speech, close my speech. I just once again want to emphasize that do it right thing for right people who are very deserved, who are poor, who are educationally, socially backward. We must ensure that we are here. We definitely uplift you by way of these schemes, conjoining with the district legal service authority. Thank you for giving such a kind of wonderful opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for the insightful words. And now it's time for a small presentation of inauguration. Now over to Ms. Preeti to give a detailed perception on the initiation of the Pro Bono Club at Shastra School of Law.
Yes, sorry to, I think she is in a some network issue. What we have to share means the Nyaya Bandhu Pro Bono Legal Service is a government of India's primary initiative to establish a framework for dispensation of pro bono legal service across the country. So the scheme helps to strengthen the alternative dispute redressal mechanism and thereby improves legal and digital literacy. So, Pro Bono Legal Service Program was launched in the month April 2017. It is an initiative of the Department of Justice that is aimed at fulfilling the department's critical mandate of enhancing access to justice for marginalized sections of the society and the state's constitutional obligation for providing free legal aid for all. The program seeks to put in place an institutional structure which will promote pro bono culture in India. On one hand, the program would facilitate delivery of quality legal assistance to the marginalized communities. On the other hand, it ensured that lawyers who volunteer their valuable time and service towards this public service are duly recognized for their contribution. The program will enhance legal volunteers' skills on law students. By now, there are more than 20 law colleges have entered into the Pro Bono Club. Sastra University took initiative to inaugurate this Pro Bono Club to provide help to the marginalized communities and thereby achieve the aim of the Pro Bono. As a stepping stone, Sastra Pro Bono Legal Service has adopted two villages, namely Vallampudur and Kurumbudi, in two different districts. So Sastra University alumni also came forward to contribute their contributions through the Nyaya Bandhu portal by giving the fast, speedy resolution through the court of law. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Satya ma'am. Now I request Ms. Neha, the Program Manager of Access to Justice at Department of Justice, to express her thoughts.
Very good evening to one and all present there, the authorities of DLSA, authorities at Sastra University, and my dear students, the Pro Bono Associates of Pro Bono Club. So let me first apprise you all regarding the program, because I think there is not much clarity regarding the program. Under Department of Justice, we have one division known as Access to Justice. The main mandate of Department of Justice is appointment of judges. Another is your e-court, third is your infrastructure, and the fourth one is your Access to Justice division. Under Access to Justice division, we have four verticals under which we are running Telelaw program, we are running Nyaya Bandhu program, we are running Nyaya Mitra program, and the third one and the fourth one is legal literacy at pan-India level. As the authorities of DLSA is there, I think day before yesterday, you must have attended one virtual meeting conducted by our department regarding telelaw services. I hope that you were there in that meeting, because recently we have entered into MOU with NALSA, and under that, it is your mandate also to bring pro bono lawyers through Nyaya Bandhu program. 5% of our DLSA lawyers will be the part of the pro bono program, and your whole retainer lawyers of your DLSA will be sitting at the front office and they will be delivering telelaw services. I think you are clear with this idea, because this is a mandate which you must have received from the NALSA. So let me tell you that it is now very easy for you all, because all the stakeholders of our program is sitting here, right from your law school to the DLSA authorities. Now we are not working in silos, we are working in cooperation with different multi-stakeholders. So let me bring you to the concept of the program. So in the year 2021, Disha scheme was launched, which was designing innovative solutions for holistic access to justice in India. Under that, the program which I have mentioned, the four verticals were launched, and it is in a very nascent stage. We have only got a grant of rupees 250 crores to run this whole scheme of program for the year of 5 years. So the main mandate is through telelaw. The telelaw, what we are doing under telelaw, we are enabling the citizens through technology. We have our partner known as common service centers. They are there at every gram panchayat. They are the SPV of Ministry of Electronics and Technology. Now, what are these CSCs? They are the small shops which are located at every village and every district, where the person is giving these services through technology. Like you have this e-shram card, you have this Aadhaar card, PAN card. So one of the service which department is going and giving is your telelaw service, where a person who needs that telelaw advice can go to that center, and that center will make sure an appointment with the panel lawyer through video conferencing, and the person will get the advice free of cost. Till last year, it was rupees 30 for general citizen, and it was free for the citizens under section 12. Likewise, we have the second stage is your Nyaya Bandhu program. Telelaw program is for the pre-litigation advice. If a person wants to seek pre-legal advice, they can go to the nearest common service centers. And now DLSA lawyers are also onboarded. We have onboarded all the lawyers of NALSA on our telelaw portal, where the person can get the pre-litigation advice. We are also having a mobile application under telelaw. We are also having mobile application in the Nyaya Bandhu program. Now the second leg is your Nyaya Bandhu program. So what is this Nyaya Bandhu program? It is basically, under this we can say that embarking on last mile delivery vision under Digital India, Department of Justice DOJ has been devising and integrating many approaches to bring about systematic reforms under justice sector and to establish a pan-India framework for dispensation of pro bono legal services across the country. And very rightly said by Madam that acknowledging this, in the April 2017, DOJ launched Nyay Bandhu Pro Bono Legal Services Program to undertake a digital drive to connecting practicing advocates interested in pro bono work with eligible, marginalized, and vulnerable beneficiaries via mobile technology and after due scrutiny. In this regard, we have developed mobile application. It is available on Android, iOS version for both citizens and advocates. The app has been uploaded on Umang platform also. And what we have done to strengthen the whole ecosystem of pro bono lawyering, we have also created panel at high courts. And the next leg is the law schools. And just to correct you, we have 69 law schools onboarded. You are the 69th law school to be onboarded this financial year. So we have started giving grant to the law school from this year only. So we have completed 69. Our target is to complete 100 law schools by the year 2026. Then we have also fostering alliances with civil society organizations, legal startups, and already forged your partnership with NALSA in this regard. So what we are aiming by saying this pro bono service is, now I'll be just apprising the students that you are the pro bono associate. So what we want from you, because we already have legal aid clinics at your law school, you are doing legal aid services there. So how it is different from your legal aid clinic? It is not just for the legal literacy program. If you go through our SOP, and please do visit our website probono-doj.in, where you will get the whole SOP of our pro bono club scheme. Under that, we are focusing upon that what we are intending from creating this pro bono club at law school. Here we are aiming at skilling the budding lawyers in pro bono work, because the concept of pro bono is very nascent in our country. People are not knowing the meaning of pro bono. So this Nyay Bandhu program is none other than this pro bono. We have given the word which should be very friendly with the people. Nyay Bandhu. Nyay means what? Justice. Bandhu means friend. So to impart pro bono, and the culture of pro bono should be very much familiar to the law students once they are out of the law school. So there are 5 prolonged mechanisms under which pro bono club scheme will be run in your law school. The first one is pro bono litigation assistance, where the law student, the present law student known as pro bono associate at your law school, will be helping the lawyers who are giving pro bono. They will be helping them in assisting in drafting, researching their work, because they are giving their services free of cost. So they will need some sort of help in drafting. They can't devote their time in drafting work also. So your law student will assist those lawyers in drafting work. Second is your community care legal assistance, where your law students will go into the villages and they will make them aware that these are the schemes of government of India or the state government, where they should understand that these are the violation of rights. These are the rights which they have the right to take, legal remedy or legal recourse if there is a violation of those rights. So your law student need to make the people aware that what we are aiming, we have spread into 30 states and UTs of India. Why we are doing it? Because we are taking the hinterland also of the India, because the local language is a biggest hindrance in understanding the laws, because laws are mostly written in English, and it is very difficult for a common man living at the hinterland to understand those languages. So your law student needs to make the villagers or the people living at the far-fetched land that what is the meaning of that particular law, to make them simplify those law in their particular local language. So what we are aiming, that the law student will be acting as a as sort of catalyst to make the people aware, as an agent to make the people aware that what are the rights and duties, as well as where is the forum that under access to justice, we are not assuring that we will give the justice. We are just making a roadmap how to approach for justice. But that is the biggest hindrance in our country. People are not knowing where to go and to ask for the legal advice. The third one is a research and documentation work, where your law student will be writing articles, will be assisting the lawyers in drafting, and you have to come up with a newsletter quarterly or monthly or annually or biannually. It will be up to your call, that you will take out the newsletter that what activities or what success stories your students have done in this regard. And then the fourth one is to promote alternative dispute resolution. Your law school under Pro Bono Club should organize client counseling competition, mediation competition, so that they should understand the meaning that we are here not to promote the litigation in country. We are trying to focus towards the ADR mechanism. And the fifth one is that we have seen that in India we have Padma Shri awards, Padma Bhushan awards, but there is no award for pro bono legal services. So we are just at the policy level, at central level, we are trying to advocate that there should be an award for pro bono legal services. And let's start with the law student and the pro bono associates and the faculty who are doing exceptionally good job in their pro bono club. They will be felicitated by our honorable minister. We will soon come up with programs at the national level where we will definitely felicitate the people who are working outstandingly under pro bono club. And let me tell you, dear students, that I come from a law background, and I have done my BL LLM. I'm pursuing PhD. I was assistant professor. I was working with UN body, UNICEF also in the capacity of Child Right Center coordinator. So I have a different plethora of experience. And when I opted law as a career, let me tell you why I opted law as a career. Because in our mind, when we see this modern, there's a web series, there is a serials, movies where we show that lawyers are there to mint money. Right? We think that lawyering is a profession where you can mint money like anything. And there is a very famous, quotation from a book known as Godfather. A lawyer with a briefcase can earn more than a man with 1,000 guns. So what does that mean? That if you are a lawyer, you can mint money. So I am not denying the fact that being a lawyer, you go and mint money, you go to corporate world, you go for the litigation, earn lakhs of monies. But at the end of the day, when you go back to your home, you should have done something which will bring satisfaction to your soul. And that we are advocating at this very early stage of your career. We are not denying the fact that you have spent so much money at your law school that you go and give services for free. No, we can't do that because we are not doing the same. But at least from your 24 hours, you can devote few hours towards that, right? You can make the people understand, and that will give to inner satisfaction. That why we are advocating this, because in South Asian countries, in USA, there's a mandate to give pro bono hours, and that we are advocating because recently our minister has asked our view regarding Vision 2047, that how legal system would look in the year 2047, our 100th year of India's independence. We have just entered into 75th year of India's independence, and people are not knowing the meaning of pro bono. So at least people should not be only literate, legal literate also, because that should be the aim, that at least we can claim that 100% of people are legally literate. And how we will assure that? Through you people, because you are the change maker. You are going to be, after 2 years, 3 years, you will be passing out and coming into the field, and you will be maybe sitting across the table, because tables can be changed, chairs can be changed, you might be sitting at any DLSA or SLSA. So we see that those things should come from the very beginning of your law career. You should understand the meaning of pro bono. And so all the best to everyone, and please go through our website, Department of Justice website. You will get to know, you will have your GK strong, that what are the programs running and what we are doing at central level. Because sitting at Delhi and giving lecture is very easy, but we know that the hard reality is that in the grounds, where people are today suffering, and they are just trying to just get a meal, roti and sabzi. They're just fighting for your sambar and rice, and we are giving lecture on legal services and pro bono. It's very easy to give lecture, but at the darkest reality of India is that people are not even getting bread and butter also. So we need to understand the fact that we are the privileged one. Let's do something for the society, at least a bit. Start from your blue collar employees of your law school, where the DD and the cleaning staff, your mess staff, you can make them aware that if you are having any problem, if you want any legal advice, I will download the mobile application for you. I will register your case on the mobile phone. I will connect you to the lawyer. Just start doing that. We are not expecting you to go and fight the case at this point, because you are not eligible to do so, but your alumni are. So they should register on a mobile application. And to just apprise the authorities at DLSA, you have the mandate to onboard 5% of your lawyers to our mobile application, that is Nyaya Bandhu. And I think you must have got the letter regarding that. I just want to know from Mr. Ramu sir. So have you received any communication in this regard?
No, ma'am.
No, it's not about you. It's not about the university. I'm talking to the DLSA authorities there.
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, you're not audible. Sudha ma'am, can you apprise?
Yes, ma'am. Observing from Sneka, ma'am,
Yeah.
Telelaw is successfully running here
Yeah.
at present. This authority has received the 9 petition and give the solution to concerned people.
Okay. So, yes, that is what I wanted. That there is a one letter where under that three points are mentioned regarding the MOU. The first one is under telelaw to onboard your lawyers under telelaw program, because we have already given grant to NALSA for that. Because you were there in the meeting day before yesterday, which we conducted all through video conferencing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Kamal Singh from NALSA was there. You
Yes,
must be there. Yeah. Yeah, the secretary of NALSA. So under that, you have three things to be done, because they are only focusing upon telelaw, but there are 3 points. The first one is your telelaw. Second one is to onboard 5% of your lawyers on Nyabandhu platform. The third one is to bring legal literacy program in the 112 aspirational district. The aspirational districts of your state would be there. So these come under our ambit only. So I'm looking into all those affairs. So in case if you want to take any clarity or any clarification regarding those programs also, you can contact me for the same. Okay, and you can take the assistance of our pro bono associate, the students from pro bono club. You can take their assistant in any sort of programs if you want to conduct at those districts. You can take the whole help of the whole, the army is there. You can take their support, because we are working under one program only. So under access to justice only, we have this program with the law school and the program with the NALSA. So you can both of you can take the advantage of each other, and you can work towards the common cause, that is access to justice. So that's all from my side. So thank you so much, everyone, and all the best for running the Pro Bono Club at your law school. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for an awakening speech, ma'am. And I humbly welcome Srimati Sudha, the subordinate judge and the secretary of District Legal Services Authority of Tanjavur, to share a few words.
Good evening to all. I am delighted to be connected here in the inauguration of Probono Club at the Sastra School of Law. I begin with congratulations the management, staffs and students of the university for the great occasion. When we have embraced the innovation, sustainable development will be an achievable goal rather than thinking. I most have still to state that not every innovation can head to sustainable development. Probono service is trying to make every citizen get justice, and efforts are on to ensure that road to justice is available at the doorsteps. As we all know that the objectives behind Ministry of Law and Justice Pro Bono Club program for law students is to build up community mediation, strengthening alternative dispute redressal mechanism in the hinterland, improving digital literacy among the masses, and giving representation to the marginalized sector. The pro bono service will encourage you all in social service among law fraternity, so that the collegium shall consider introducing provision for getting preference in appointment as judges if the advocate has substantive credit of providing pro bono service. I wish you all a grand success to all the endeavors of Pro Bono Club services of Sastra School of Law, and also adopted 2 villages at the Vallampudur and Kurumpundia. Yeah, Kurumbundi. You and your team is going to great services to the humanity by engaging yourself in legal aid, by contributing to the positive development of the society with a strong social legal approach. Definitely, this inauguration also links what I have just described as the hallmark of sustainable development innovation. Wish you once again for all your volunteering services. Thank you. Once again, I one more information to all. Law college students attended our National Lok Adalat program through Nyaya Bandhu mobile application, as already told is Neha ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, so much, ma'am. And sir, would you like to add on any points? The honorable.
Sir, please regular yes, sir.
நீங்க ஒரு பாயிண்ட் சொன்னீங்களா சொல்லிட்டா
சொல்லுங்க.
Yes, actually I forgot it. I just want to add one more point during my speech. I just forgot it. I just tell that maybe in future the students who are going to be engaged in doing this kind of service through Nyaya Bandhu scheme will be taken as a account, will be taken into account in the event of recruitment for even judicial service also. In future, it may happen. We hope that this kind of occasion must be happen to boost the next generation of our legal fraternity. And with this, I just want to conclude my speech. Thank you very much.
Very rightly
Thank you
said.
so much,
We
sir.
are just advocating the same, that there should be some criteria. The person who are giving pro bono services should get some advantage at the recruitment level. We are just advocating the same, but the policy makers are not just hearing our words, but we are pleading to them that let's see in the future it might be one of the criteria.
Yes, everyone turn on the camera. The madam want to take the group photo. Everyone turn on your camera. I'm okay.
அதை எடுத்துருக்கோம் நம்ம
நம்மள எடுத்துருக்கோம், அவங்க எடுத்திருக்காங்க.
Thank you so much. Aishwarya, what up?
Yes, sir. And with this, we have come to an end of the inauguration ceremony. And I would like to thank everyone for joining. And special thanks to Ms. Neha, the Program Manager of Access to Justice at Department of Justice, Srimati Sudha, the Subordinate Judge and the Secretary of District Legal Services Authority of Tanjavur, and Sri Madhusudanan, the Honorable Principal District Judge and the Chairman of District Legal Services Authority of Tanjavur, for sparing time out of your busy schedule. And I would also like to thank the university leadership, School of Law, and the organizing committee for being the motivation of this initiative. Let us call it a day. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.